Sisters and brothers in Christ, I come before you today to share news on some important topics and to ask for your continued prayers and support. For the past several decades, we have reached out to those who have suffered child sexual abuse by priests and other church personnel while continuing to serve the people of the North Country through the vital ministries of the church. I'm sorry for the suffering that they and their families have endured. I remain committed to helping these victims find healing and hope, and I remain committed to ensuring that our churches provide safe environments for all, especially our young people. We have instituted policies and procedures to prevent abuse, and they are working. We have addressed and continue to address allegations responsibly and justly. I remain available to meet with victims and their families, and we continue to offer support and assistance to those so terribly hurt by this tragedy. On Monday, July 17, 2023, the Diocese of Ogdensburg filed for Chapter 11 reorganization. I authorized the filing after extensive prayer and consultation with diocesan staff, the Council of Priests, the College of Consultors, Diocesan Finance Council, our Pastoral Council, the priests, deacons, and leaders of the diocese, as well as legal and financial advisors. Although this is a difficult and painful decision, it is necessary. Between August 2019 and August 2021, when the Child Victims Act window was open, 138 lawsuits, previously barred by the statute of limitations, were filed against the diocese, some parishes, and other related Catholic entities. These lawsuits relate to incidents that allegedly happened decades ago, prior to the establishment of our current safe environment policies. In the past 3 years, we have been able to resolve 14 claims by settlement or dismissal, and we have come to realize that reorganization is the best context for resolving the remaining claims while continuing our mission as a diocese. Reorganization ensures that each survivor receives just compensation. It eliminates a race to the courthouse in which the earliest cases settled or brought to judgment exhaust all resources available to pay claims, leaving nothing for victims whose cases are resolved later. Reorganization establishes an orderly process to ensure all survivors are treated fairly and claims are resolved in a timely manner. Without filing for reorganization, the diocese would face these civil claims in a slow, unpredictable, and very costly process that would require years of court involvement. Such lengthy lawsuits would delay justice for victims and prolong their suffering. Filing for reorganization does not hinder claims made by victims of sexual abuse. Reorganization is fair to victims. At the same time, filing for reorganization allows the diocese to continue our programs, services, and ministries. It allows us to continue to pay our employees and retirees. In New York State, parishes and other related entities are separate corporations. Only the diocese will file for reorganization. However, it is our hope that this reorganization will resolve all claims against the parishes and other related Catholic entities, along with those against the diocese. It is likely that parishes will be asked to contribute funds to settle these claims so they can be free of litigation in state courts and released from all liability for existing claims. An important goal of reorganization is to continue our mission as church. We will continue to serve God's people, celebrate the sacraments, and proclaim the gospel throughout the North Country. To accomplish this, we need your continued prayers and support. As you know, funds from the recent Diocesan Capital Campaign were designated for specific parish and diocesan projects. It is our intention to use those gifts for their intended purpose. The Bishop's Fund Appeal supports our essential ministries, including the education of seminarians, Camp Guggenheim, the Good Samaritan Fund, and the training and formation of lay ministers, priests, and deacons. We intend to use the donations to the Bishop's Fund Appeal to continue these essential ministries. At the web address you see on your screen, you can find answers to frequently asked questions, as well as documents related to the filing. This web page will be updated as the reorganization progresses. As we proceed on this journey towards reorganization, please join me in praying for all survivors of child sexual abuse. Through this process, may they find the healing that comes from God alone. Please pray for our diocese, for our parishes and ministries, for my brother priests and me, for our deacons, consecrated religious, and all who work to spread the gospel in the North Country. Thank you for your support of our parishes and dioceses in the past, and I humbly ask for your continued support. May we be united in our resolve to reach out to victims of sexual abuse with compassion as we renew our commitment to serve God and neighbor. I'm so grateful for your prayerful support. God bless you and your loved ones.